everything from dangling beaded earrings to cooking aprons, jewelry boxes, matchboxes, slip-on shoes, iPhone cases, and salad bowls. And this level of Frida adulation extends far beyond the magical, art-filled streets of Coyoacán. Since the 1990s, Frida mania has been in full swing around the world. The artist's posthumous popularity only increases every year. And at this point, it's clear that Frida mania is not a passing trend. The world will forever be infatuated with her image, life, art, and legacy. Thanks to a resurgence of her work during the women's rights and Chicano movements in the 1980s, by the next decade, the late Frida had become a full-blown celebrity. A 2002 Oscar-winning biopic starring Salma Hayek only further fueled our culture's obsession with her. Now her influence can be felt thousands of miles away from Mexico City, reaching as far as the museums of Europe, the kitschy shops of Tokyo, and, well, basically anywhere the internet can reach. Give her name a quick Google, and you will find Frida Kahlo keychains, Frida Kahlo wallets, Frida Kahlo magnets, mugs, and music boxes, Frida Kahlo socks, suitcases, and scents, Frida Kahlo beach bags, pens, tequilas, nail polishes, coffee machines, makeup palettes, credit cards, kimonos, sneakers, garden planters. There are even sanitary napkins. Yes, you heard that right. Her face adorns the walls of chain restaurants and postcards that spin around merchandise carousels and college bookstores. Universities around the world hold entire courses about the artist's work. Chain retailers like Vans have released merchandise collections featuring her face. In 2017, to mark what would have been her 110th birthday, the Dallas Museum of Art held a Frida Fest, where attendees set a Guinness World Record for largest gathering of people dressed like Frida Kahlo. During the coronavirus pandemic quarantine in 2020, small online retailers like Artlexia in San Diego, California, quickly sold out of Frida Kahlo jigsaw puzzles. Long before smartphones turned millions of people into aspiring influencers, like the ones I bumped into at the Museo, there was the artist who would empower generations of women to embrace their own images, Frida Kahlo. Of course, Frida was not the first person to paint a self-portrait. In fact, as far as historians know, the first panel-style self-portrait in history is 1433's Portrait of a Man in a Turban by Jan van Eyck. But it was Frida Kahlo who uniquely transformed self-portraits into an art of storytelling for women, depicting the ins and outs of her life, both the love and the pain, in the same way millions of people today overshare on social media. It's just that now, instead of careful strokes of a paintbrush, we can simply capture quick snaps on a phone and upload them with just the right caption. Fans of Frida Kahlo often discuss how the queer, disabled, and revolutionary artist would feel about the endless modern interpretations of her story. Would the admittedly self-centered artist bask in the adulation, or would she be horrified at the commodification of her image, at how watered down her ideals, politics, and works have become? Some of these depictions have even stirred up controversy. In 2018, Mattel released a Frida Kahlo Barbie doll as part of its Inspiring Women line. The doll came complete with Frida Kahlo's signature flower-braided hairstyle and Mexican-inspired dress, but it was missing a few key attributes, including her unibrow, or any of the medical devices she needed for her disabilities. Various corsets through the years and, later in life, a prosthetic leg. The doll, which also inexplicably featured lightened eyes, drew criticism from Frida's family and estate, as well as from fans who believed that Frida would have hated nothing more than seeing herself as a commercialized doll with unrealistic bodily proportions and beauty features. And now, here I am, sitting down to write a book on the life of Frida Kahlo, adding one more to the dozens of volumes about the artist that already line bookshelves around the world. Here's where I should clarify that this work is in no way meant to be an extensive biography or to speak from Frida's perspective. Instead, this will take a look at the various ways we can all glean lessons from Frida Kahlo's life.